So they'll be calling you a radical. This is an important video. Butterflies used to be free. They're all dead. The panty painters are out in force. So let's talk about the epic catastrophe of the Pacific Ocean. The only story that matters on Earth. Okay. Columbia River Bonneville Chinook salmon returning. 2013. 1,129,000. They went to sea in 2008. The average Chinook goes to sea for 5 years. Why is this so important? Because it's hard to get numbers on dead whales. It's hard not getting dubbed sea turtles. Fifi and Fufu on the beach love the sea turtles. So the great American consumer, gluttonous pigs, just fucking do it. Stop consuming. Panty painters, butterflies are free to fly. So we don't count dead tide pools, Kevin Blanch does. We don't count dead humans in bone marrow transplant centers, Kevin Blanch does. We count every single Chinook. They all come home. So NOAA, ODFW, WFW's models was very good until 2011. Very good. Right on the number. What did they forecast in 2013? Right there. NOAA, ODFW, WDFW, their modeling is very good. It was. So 2014, 1,152,000 returning Chinook salmon. Average one goes to sea for 5 years. Now stay with me. 2010, they go to sea. Now remember, the only time they're in Oregon, up in the rivers, up in Washington, in Alaska and Canada is when they give birth. You know, their eggs, they spawn, and they die. It's the only time. Little fries come out, they make it to the ocean. They've just recently come out of denial and started admitting that they're dying in the ocean. They call it the pasture, which is disgusting. Stay with me. 2015, 1,330,000. They're doing videos all over, arguing with me. And I'm like, no. So 2016 comes along. Their forecast, based on escapement, their modeling was exactly on 1.7 million. And by the way, they were exactly right. I mean, within a few thousand fish each time. I set my, said, no. Wait till 2016. First batch passed Fukushima. This is the smoking gun. We count every single salmon. Army Corps engineers data, sonar, every single salmon. This is by number, not by weight. So 2016, you've seen these numbers. The forecast was 1.7 million. I set my forecast 680,000 because I plugged in Fukushima. You know, I do the work. I don't do this trend-wise, obviously. I mean, I'm a fundamentalist. Whoops, what the hell? I mean, that's a major miss. They're like, oh my God, it deviated from the mean. We're in regression. Our computer started smoking. And I'm like, you didn't plug in Fukushima. Big fish eat little fish. It's plutonium. It's a plasma. It's a gas. Went into the ocean. It broke the freaking chain. It broke the luminescence. I mean, plankton feeders, whales washing up dead. Now remember, they had record humpback returns. Took them off the Endangered Species Act. Now they're in collapse. You know, and so, oh, just an aberration, Kevin Blanch. You're full of shit. Now, I talk to these guys constantly, every day. They used to laugh at me. They call me Dr. Blanch now. So, oh, and by the way, if you don't think my activism works, they used to get numbers up whenever they wanted, 4 or 5 days at a whack. They're up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, they're in panic. They finally woke up. They don't laugh at me no more. I mean, full leukemia. I mean, the greatest PhD in human history, the greatest freaking activist artist in 500 years. I mean, so, oh, it's just an aberration, Kevin. 2017 forecasted at 2.3 million. ODFW, WFW, NOAA. That's what their forecast was based on escapement. That was the other thing. I set my number at 480,000. Oh, what the hell? The trend ain't your friend. So they're like, scientists are mystified, they're puzzled, they're baffled, they're stumped, they're perplexed. The trend is, I mean, because they're derelict, book reporting, junior high school pieces of shit. Academia is the biggest fraud in human history. It's a total fraud. They're teaching at the 7th grade level. What a disgrace to the 7th grade level. Because they're flush with money, there's no field work, they're just handing out PhDs. It's a fucking clown circus. It's a fucking joke. Panty painters out in fucking force. So, okay. Well, that was just another aberration. Stay with me. So projections on based on escape, anywhere between 2.3 million and 2.7 million. ODFW, WFW, freaking all the major modeling. Everybody, and that was they're going to stick to it. I set my projection at 330,000, as you know. Today, the run's pretty well over. It's beyond an epic catastrophe. It's a collapse from hell. And the nuclear, this is the nuclear industry that did them, by the way. This is who built the reactors of Fukushima, Japan. So, that's your number. It's beyond a catastrophe. They're in violation of the Endangered Species Act. Trump and Obama administration for over 1,000 days now. The American populace is in epic denial. I mean, this is the greatest story in human history, bar none. The Pacific Ocean. So Fukushima radioactive water, these are South Korean. She's a South Korean artist by descent that's doing this, the panty painter. So I've had to educate her, and she's the one making all the money. Not me. Michelangelo on chemo. So they're fighting back. The whole world's fighting back. You should see them in Europe. They're fighting back in Asia, all over the world, except for here in the United States of usury. Ignorant American, obey, consume. So this is the one that really pisses me off. So this is in Japan. So you got to realize this is imperialism. Don't you realize they're imperialists? We've had a renaissance of imperialism in the last, 30 years, 40 years since 1980, since Lenin was killed. And I don't mean Vladimir, the useful freaking rope, since they've been killed. This is what they do with the home. This not only homeless. This is handicapped people. Now read this. So she visited Fukushima to tour the farm that employs the workers of various disabilities. So you got to realize imperialism, Dracula on Balco, they don't think about handicap and marginalized people like, we used to. We don't either. It's imperialism. Kill them, Kick them off freaking food stamps. That's Trump's crowning jewel. I kicked 4 million people off food stamps while he's just looting. And stay with me. He's a dirtbag, just like nuclear experts to test Fukushima water. Now, who's the experts? The IAEA. What killed my chickens? So I want to say this let's hire Colin Kaepernick to, for human rights on Nike, one of the greatest exploiters right there in Oregon, new scale, nobody will do any work, right there, right where it's a collapse and little reactors, Nike, so just fucking do it. All you overconsume. The United States consuming 44% of the world's product. We make up less than 4%. Always been no. Since 1980, imperialism all the rage. It's the great American obese to freaking pig consumption. They're disgusting pigs. The panty painters have the feel good fairy tale. Let's paint butterflies. We can't even freaking, get them sexual. No, I mean, there's no sex. There's no sexuality. There's no passion. There's no freaking nothing to that. That was born in 70. That disappeared. Just fucking do it. So let's get this right. Workers, which are 80% fair, are making Nikes for 20 cents an hour and working 78 hours work, so Nike can profit enough to pay Colin Kaepernick millions to speak out against oppression and injustice. The slave camps. I mean, that's America, isn't it? That's me and Freedom Eisenblair on the 200th anniversary of Waterloo. She died, holy Moses, the greatest anti-nuclear activist that ever lived, on 200th anniversary of nuclear Waterloo. That's me on the Million Mass March 2 years. The Russians have occupied the White House. You wouldn't believe me. That was on November 5th, 2016. You wouldn't believe me. Same old theme, 1916, with their nuclear plant. So here's the debt. Now stay with me. Let's go over this. Really out of control. This spend the future's freaking GOP Congress. They've had control of Congress for how long? All but a couple years. I mean, Obama was a dirtbag. Don't get me wrong. I mean, corporatists hoard them. Fake fairy tale pieces of shit. But let's remember, the GOP, the Great Conservative Movement, they've had control of Congress since '94, except for, 2 years? And so, and of course, the compromise, Al Gore, pieces of shit, they're the same thing. Democrats are both the same scumbag. Let's leave this here for a minute. And obey, consume. And this is fake activism, by the way. I'm friends with her. I like her, but it's fake. It's weak as hell. I mean, it's talk about weak. And hopefully, I've been working with her. I'm getting her up to speed educated. She makes freaking $1 million a year freaking painting pretty butterflies with stencils. I do all the dirty work. I make nothing. Thank you to everybody who's supported this historic work, but I need funding. I mean, if this is going to go on. Stay with the dead. Look at this nightmare. Look at these nightmare numbers. Are you kidding me? Student debt. I mean, oh my God, credit card debt. That's my favorite. I mean, it's a nightmare. Let's keep it going. What a nightmare. It's a Ponzi scheme. Oh, everything's all right. It's like unemployment, but no, it's not. Look at the participation rate. It shows you right here how many people are actually in the workforce. It's declining. It's the lowest in American history. Modern American history. It's the lowest ever. You have to be actively seeking unemployment to be counted as unemployed. So the unemployment rate's a sham. And think about what you're making. Look at the median price of a house. It's up to $328,000. It's doubled since the freaking 2000s left of the election. But even with old man Trump, I can't pay the rent. All my money done been spent. God, look at this nightmare. Oh, shit. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a debtor's hell. But the bottom line, it's the ecology, stupid. We'll walk outside. Just fucking do it. Stop consuming stuff. I don't consume. I don't. Not me. I mean, and so I want to talk. We'll go outside and let's talk about this. This is important. Real important. Stay with me. This is the only number that matters. This is the only number that matters, I'm telling you. So the Humpback Whale Foundation, they've been arguing with me like hell. Oh, they're making a great... No, they're not. I'm like, you're full of shit. So the well counter, who I argued with in Maui, I says, give me your real number. And he says, well, they're disturbing. They're going down. I'm like, yeah, why you take them off the endangered species list? I mean, they're starving to death. They're dying. Now, he got brain cancer and died. Let's see, I've only got 2 hands, right? God, I'm a one-man band from hell. It's literally, I mean, I think about the body of work that I've accomplished. That's my straw on his head, by the way, and they don't know that, but it's there. Butterflies used to be free to... They're all dead. Post-Fukushima. These are the people that killed them inside the belly of the beast. So let's walk outside and talk about it. This is real important about the anti-nuclear movement. Stay with me, you know, our army. You know, let's get some work done. Stay here with me. What's happening?
How are you doing?
Finally got some freaking rain. Endangered species. That's called snow. Real environmentalists. That's called endangered species around here. By the way, the young population are fantastic. Oh, do they get it? The young, I'm telling you. The echo boomers are beyond pathetic. They're the most disgusting. You're so vain, you probably think this video is about you. So, let's talk. I go to the hospital and get my injection. I hitchhike and take the bus now. I need an old truck. You know, if any of you have an old 80s, 90s truck you're not using, whatever, sure. Ha, how beautiful, huh? Why do you think I stay in Utah? Politically, it's a catastrophe. Socially, it's a catastrophe. It's a freak show. That's why fucking place is grand. I'm in love with the ecology. I mean, just like my romance at PB in the wintertime at Monterey. Fucking Big Surf. Are you kidding? Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you lie to me. I slept in the dead fuck upon my favorite tree. Right there. What a perfect specimen, right? So it'll be 7 years. It'll be 7 years Saturday night, like the night. You should come. It's how I'll say it. 7 years to the day I was given 2 months to live. What a journey this has been, huh? So let's talk about the anti-nuclear movement energy. So China and India are just racing forward solar. I mean, they're just kicking the United States' ass. The whole world's fighting back. Germany got a big win, says the coal miners to cut down the oil, go fuck you. The whole world's fighting back and going at it. So this is a big breaking story. This is big. Let's get, oh, how nice, how beautiful. So, let's get up here. Stay with me, but my camera will keep going. So, the climate accord, you know, Paris, Paris, the Francis, we love nuclear, Michael Dumbass Moore, who's so disconnected, doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. You know, since Roger Me, which was great work, don't get yourself. Fahrenheit 9/11's a masterpiece, don't get yours. But his thesis, he steps into something he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. France is pivoting from nuclear energy in a big way, arriba. This will tie me into the hurricane. The hurricane's going to go right to the mock fuel plant at Savannah River, South Carolina, Georgia, on the border. The worst of the worst is there. the worst of the worst, being trucked to New Mexico. Won't deal with our nuclear waste, shoot it into space, get it out of our place. So they flush legally. They're going to flush. So this is big. So the climate accord, the Paris, the UN, the whole international climate, which was grandstand, pivoted this year. This is breaking. It's historic as hell. They says we're done with nuclear energy. So Forbes is freaking out. You know that uranium grandstander. Oh, we're going to take real estate intensive solar farms. Real estate, fuck you. They aren't real estate. They're not. They don't take shit. California's producing 175% more solar than they can use. Places like Nevada and Utah, the desert where the sun always shines, they block it because their populace is ignorant and they're hypnotized because they're working too long. The whole world said, fuck it. This is a big, big fucking switch. The international community based in France. When France is fucking nuclear, and they're done. They're done. I'm telling you, they're done. The whole world's done with it. Why? One word. Fukushima. You saw those salmon numbers. Fuck it. Stay at this. I walk, fuck, you wouldn't believe how many miles a day I walk. You know, I guess sweeter the uses of adversity, huh? Open heart surgery last year, gallbladder fucking emergency surgery, and the chemo. I had a long talk with my good friend Doug today, the old attorney. I says, I saw your brother passed away. He says, yeah. You know, he was fantastic, Bruce. I loved him. You know. He says, yeah, he called me on April Fool's Day and says, I'm full of cancer. And he says, you got to realize what a specimen. This guy had all the access to all the money in the world, wealthy, strong, in control, you know. He says, I says, oh, you're playing an April Fool's joke. And he says, no, I'm not. He was dead in 3 weeks. That's what this disease is. It can happen to anyone. You know, you can go in denial all you want, but we're all we part of this fucking ecology. It's the ecology, stupid, CNDC. You know, and I need support, and I appreciate everybody. I love all of you that have supported this historic work. And people that laughed at me and whatever, they're not laughing now. It's a catastrophe. The Pacific Ocean's fucking dying. It's an epic, epic catastrophe. Canary? It's way past the Canary. You know, am I heartbroken? Oh, fuck yes. You don't even know how heartbroken I am. That the ocean, oh yeah. But where I'm really heartbroken is the denial and people avoiding me. And no one helping me and no one participating. The greatest, I mean, I predicted all this. I'm the only one, you know. I predicted all this to a T. For Hamlet and Cassandra got together, they had a fucking baby named Kevin D. Blanche. Cancer? Oh, winning ugly. Fuck the mighty Wasatch. Talking about an endangered species. Snow in Utah, water in Utah. Well, sunshine's here all day, but fuck solar. Huh. We can't put solar panels on your house. They'll come arrest you. God forbid, but we can loot and steal and drain the fucking marsh. I'm a county commissioner. We can do all that, and then we get a job with the DNR. Fuck's in charge of chickens. Boy. Oh, look at this beauty. Let's see if we can get a shot of the mighty fucking Ben Lomond today. Oh, it's breathtaking. I'll get some more shots this afternoon when it clears up and the sun gets on it. Oh, there she is. Stay tuning.